Hello, friends in the Facebook world and the YouTube world. Ruthie Renee, Quantum Field Trips. I'm a certified hypnotherapist, and I teach people how to do their own self-hypnosis. And little tip, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. I teach people how to do it on their own without a guide. So today I want to talk to you about something I'm going to do over this next month, and I would love for you to join me for free because it is that important. And what I want to talk to you about is letting go of anything and everything that is holding you back, has been holding you back. That includes pain, emotional and physical, clutter, circumstances, things that are good but that aren't helping you right now. There's a whole myriad of things that we need to get rid of, let go of, because they're taking up our energy, our investment of time, space, money, everything. Okay, and so here are 13 signs that you still have work at letting go. All right, so to dive right in, because I don't want this to take all evening, and just take notes. Maybe write the key points down and ask yourself, is this me? Is this somebody I love? And if this is you or somebody you love, share this video with them and get together and follow my 31 days all throughout the month of March, 31 days of learning how to let go, specific techniques to help you let go. Why am I doing this? Because I've been learning different techniques over the last 20 years to help myself and my family, and I completely forgot that a few of the first seminars and or workshops, things that I went to, I was holding on to so much pain, and I just wanted the tools. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it to get this out of my body. And then I moved on to healing and learning other things. And somewhere along the line, there was a disconnect because I've been teaching things all along the way that help us let go of our excess baggage, whatever that may be. Last November, I hosted my first women's retreat in Destin, Florida, and it was so magical and beautiful. One of the things right in the beginning, we talked about letting go, and somebody asked, well, how do you let go? And I was like, let's ask everybody. Raise your hand if you still struggle with letting go. And everyone raised their hand. And so I was like, okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to learn some of these techniques. And so this is what I'm going to share with you and everybody for free, all in one place, every single day, a new technique helping you to let go. So how do you even know if you need to let go? Because guess what? You might feel pretty good. You might be just fine most of the time. But these are 13 signs that tell me you still have work to do around simply learning how to let go. If you're here with me live, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or pop in hashtag live just to let me know. If you're coming for the replay, give me a hashtag replay just so that I know who's here. Okay, so number one sign that you still have work to do with letting go. Life feels hard. If life feels hard to you, it's a sign because we innately want to go into homeostasis. Our bodies, our minds love and thrive in balance. Homeostasis is nothing but human balance. Okay, so when we're out of balance with our own life, with our own who we are inside, then it feels hard. Otherwise, we would be balanced and it would feel good and we would notice all of the things in the world that are amazing. But if life feels hard to you, it's a sign that you're holding on to some excess baggage, right? Okay, so even when that doesn't mean your life doesn't have hard things in it. So we can come up against death of a loved one, loss of a job, illness, life changes, whatever life throws at us, it's okay because we are in this mental state of balance. If not, if you are full of overwhelm or angst or anger or whatever when these hard things come up against you, it's a sign you still have some things to let go of. And it's okay. Okay, so let me preface this. If you still have things to let go of, guess what? You're human, you're normal, join the rest of us, and it's okay. All right, so that's a whole other video, the awareness and acceptance, and you can find that on my YouTube channel. But okay, so number 2, sign that you have a lot to let go of still, perfectionism. If you lean into perfectionism or you are a perfectionist, that's not a good thing, you guys. Did you know that? There's so many people I know, and I used to be one of them, will wear this invisible badge of honor. Oh my gosh, I'm such a perfectionist. This would be done, except for I'm such a perfectionist. It has to be right before I can put it out into the world or before I can say it's done. So if you have problems of perfectionism or you project perfectionism on your students, your children, your loved ones, it's a sign that you have some things that you need to let go of, programs. Because we do want to strive to be our best, right? We always can improve, but it's out of a sense of a place of balance in that start. If you're falling into anger, shame, guilt, disappointment, feelings of failure, or any other damaging thoughts when things aren't perfect to you, then it's a sign that you need some skills for letting go, and I'm going to help you with that. Okay, third sign that you still have more to let go of. And when I say let go, that's like mental, physical, there can be all programming. Most of it is programming. Okay, so I have to be right. This feeling of I have to be right, or you fall into choose the right overwhelm. I have a whole video on how this seemingly good thought of choosing the right can lead to damage simply because we skew it in our minds and we feel like we have to be right or else the world is over. So if you have this feeling, love, of I have to be right and it pains you to be wrong, that is a sign, because otherwise, like, you recognize, oh, I made a mistake, I was wrong, I failed, whatever, and now I'm learning and I'm moving on. Okay, so there's your third sign. I feel like I have to be right or else not feeling good. That's a sign that you still have work to do letting go. All right, number 4, you fall into the cycle of blame, shaming, judgment. If you fall into any of those 3, that is a huge sign that you have things that you need to let go of. And it's okay. So I just wanted to make sure this also connects with the perfectionism or the self-inflicted perceived need to be right all the time, because we don't need to be right. But if you feel like you need to, there's things that you need to let go. Okay, number 5. You may have heard of Waiteba, the WTOTOM, what others think of me. Well, I really think it's not just what others think of me that we have a problem with. It's what I think others think of me. That is the problem, because often we are wrong. In fact, I tested this out in my class at the beginning of my course this last time around. I tested this out with a scenario, and everybody had a different story. We create different stories about what we perceive. So if you're stressed out, or it brings your energy down when you're worried about what you think other people think of you, it's a sign that you still have work at letting go of things. And it's okay. Join me this month in Facebook or YouTube and learn some techniques to let go. All right, number 6, you have a short fuse. Anybody have a short fuse? Like if you fall, this is anger has its place. Every emotion has its place. When we over amplify it and build it into toxicity, that's when we have a problem. So I'm not talking about normal anger, something is wrong and you feel the anger just to tell you this is not right. I'm talking about when daily life gives you setbacks, when you get a disappointing call, when you're stuck in traffic, when there are simple mistakes like spilled milk, lost keys, things like that, and you like find yourself blowing things out of proportion. You have to apologize afterwards. People are telling you you're blowing things out of proportion. That's a sign that you still have work at letting things go. Otherwise, you could quack like a duck and let it all run off your back, right? But most of us, hey, you know what? There's a clue for you. If you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I need tools, I have to learn how to let this stuff go, you're not alone. Most of us do. Okay, number 7, sign that you still have work at letting go is if you have avoidant behaviors. If you find that you're avoiding people or tasks that seemingly be normal things that other people can do easily, that's a sign that you're holding like you too much on your shoulders. And so all of it weighs you down. And so the simple tasks are overwhelming. So making appointments, doing the dishes, laundry, clearing the clutter. Those are signs that you have things that you need to let go of. Okay, number 8, you're always busy. So busy that you can't stop and do the things that are good and helpful for you to nourish your body or your mind because you're so busy. This one, oh my goodness, many of us fall into this, and it's a sign of many things. But number 1, when we are so busy, we don't have time, we don't create time or allow time to sit with ourselves in silence. And that's when things are exposed. When we sit in meditation or silence, thought, that's when our mind can open up and tell you and show you what's going on and what needs to be let go of. If that all seems too painful, we stay busy. We overbook our schedule and we juggle everything so that we don't have time to look at the things that are important. That was me for many, many years, and I still fall into that, so that I can say, oh my gosh, I was so busy today, I got this and this and this accomplished, but none of those things were actually going to help me move forward in life. Okay, so obviously I still have things to let go of. So that's the sign you still have things to let go of or need to learn how to let go of. Number 9, apathy. Okay, so apathy is just like you've got the case of the F. I don't care, it's whatever. That can be a sign that you're falling into depression. And if that's the case, then I would absolutely suggest you find and seek professional help for that. It can also show that you just like thrown your hands up. I don't care. It's too much. It's too overwhelming. So I'm going to do nothing. And nothing is an action. It's non-action. If that's something you fall into, it's a sign that you're holding on to more than you need to, so you don't have that clear space to add more to your plate. Okay, so apathy, sign you need to learn about letting go more. Number 10, this is another one that like triggers people, clutter. Where do you have clutter? How much clutter do you have? Did you know that your inside world reflects your outside world and vice versa? So I find it interesting that the one place that I have the most clutter in, and I could turn my screen around right now, you see the beautiful part of my office. But if I turned my screen around, you would see all my disorganized papers and markers and my whiteboard that hasn't been erased from Friday and all kinds of things. Because where I feel most disorganized is in my business. So it's no surprise that my office is the most disorganized place. If you have a problem or if you struggle with excess clutter in your life, now I'm not talking about you have a party and there's a mess, or your kids play and then there's that clutter that you clean up every night. I'm talking about chronic clutter, the closets that you just keep shut. That is a sign that you have a lot to let go of. And it's okay. Me too. All right, number 11, obsessively thinking about or bringing up past events. Now, that can be good events but when we live in the past with our mind, it's a sign that we have not been able to release or let go of certain things that keep pulling us back to those timelines instead of living in the here and now and moving forward. So again, no judgment one way or the other, but just a sign that you still need to work on letting go of some things. All right, number 12. Here's another triggering one for you. Excess body fat. If you have excess body fat and you do not have a clinical, there are certain medications that cause excess body fat and other conditions and things like that. Besides those, and we could talk about those as well, but I'm talking about normal, I overeat and therefore I have body fat. Or I've done everything. I eat right, I exercise, I sleep, I eat the right foods, and I still have this excess body fat. That's a sign that you're holding on to stuff. You know what? If you don't agree with me on any of these, go ahead and put it in the comments and I will send you more information on why that's a sign that we're still holding on to things. And again, coming back, I'm going to do this all the time. It's okay. Understanding and knowing and accepting puts you in a place of being able to make a change. So, excess body fat, me too. It's okay. It's just a sign that we have things to let go of. Because again, if we released everything that we didn't need to hold on to, our body would naturally move into homeostasis. It would be easy to keep ourselves in homeostasis. We wouldn't crave snacks that at the wrong time or that didn't agree with our body. It just wouldn't happen. And so, okay, like it or not, excess body fat, a sign we still have more to release and let go of. And 13, this one is difficult for many of us. With everything, it's just awareness, right? It's just awareness and taking the idea that, well, if I cause this, then I can uncause it. And you have a starting place to move forward and be helpful. So number 13, and I'm going to actually add a bonus 14 after this, that this is the best and easiest way. But number 13 I have is chronic conditions. We have chronic fatigue. We have chronic stress. We have anxiety, chronic depression, anything that is outside of our natural homeostasis balance is a sign that we're holding on to things. So if you have chronic fatigue or autoimmune disorders or even cancer, our perfect homeostasis, we have cells, we have in our DNA, but we can turn them on or turn them off. And often when we're healthy, we don't worry about it. But when we're under a lot of stress, and this goes in with the HPA axis, if you know about that, you can Google HPA axis and go down a rabbit hole if you want. But bottom line, it's our body's natural stress system, the way we react to stress. If we are holding on, okay, hear me, if we're holding on to things, mental or physical or emotional or spiritual, that is not helpful for us. it causes stress, literal stress on our bodies, which will turn things on that we didn't mean to. Otherwise, our immune system functions perfectly. Our digestive system functions perfectly. If everything is in perfect balance, we're perfectly balanced, right? It's when we're out of balance that things get all wonky. And the longer we don't listen to the quiet voices of our body, because our body is so smart, our body is really intelligent, and the only thing that our body wants and our subconscious mind is to help us survive. It doesn't even care about thriving as much or being happy as it is just stay alive and procreate. That's like the job. So if you found that you fall into any of these things, number 14, my bonus. Here is the number one way that you know you still need work at letting go. Who's triggered? Who gets triggered? You may not get easily triggered, but if you are triggered, that trigger is a blessing. That trigger is just data. It's just showing you, oh, hey, see, this here is painful. Yes, thank you for the love. Thank you for the likes. This trigger is showing me there's something I need to let go of. There's a program in my unconscious mind that is saying this doesn't feel good, see me. So a trigger is a great way to know that, this area right here, that's what I have to work on. Because now let me explain just really quick. Let's say, okay, you guys see what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a pink sweatshirt, right? And I even have a ponytail. And if you didn't know, I'm a girl. By my name, Ruthie Renee, I'm a girl. So if somebody were to come up to me and say, oh my gosh, you're the ugliest boy I've ever seen, and I hate that black leather jacket you have on, I would make that face. I'd be like, okay, think whatever you want, say whatever you want, because I know who I am, and it doesn't affect me because I know the truth. Now, if I was wondering about who I am, I would maybe be thrown off. That would maybe be a trigger for me. And we've seen in our world today, there are a lot of people that question who they are. And so we have all kinds of things that trigger us. And it's okay, because remember, that trigger is just data. So if you have found that you fall into yes on any of those 14 things, I would love for you to join me over this next month. It's totally free. If you are watching this on YouTube, click the button, click the little bell so you get the notifications, and then every day you'll be notified when I post the next video with all kinds of ways to learn how to let go. Tools, coping mechanisms, exercises, and the very first one, tomorrow, this one thing will change your life. If you do it consistently every day for a month, it will change your life. I promise you. So join me at least tomorrow. If no other day, join me tomorrow to find out what that is. It's something anybody can do, and it's so simple. And it's crazy how we just refuse to do simple things that will change our life, but it will. So join me tomorrow. It'll be posted at least by 3 p.m. I'm not going to commit to a time because I'm not sure what my day will look like, but watch for it, come back here and join me so that you can be free. We have stuff to do in this lifetime. We don't have time or energy to get hung up on this unimportant things. Stop putting your energy into the things that aren't helpful. Put your energy and resources into something that will move you forward. Okay? Oh, thanks, Mona. All right, I love you all. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you